Okay, hello YouTubers. Um, Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something a bit different, and I decided to change my background. And yes, this is new hair. I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not into all this hair reviews. I bought the hair myself and I wore it on my head and all that good stuff. So I wanted long hair because my birthday was September 4th. Yay, I'm 1 year older, and so I decided to celebrate it by actually getting my hair did. Yeah, okay, so to the topic of the day. Today I'm going to be talking about some food related matters and some little tips that I've learned over the years cooking. First, I'm going to start with yams. Yams are, I'm sure everybody knows what yams are. They're just those big tubers of tuber of yam. Okay, so if you don't know what a yam is, just type in whatever I type at the bottom of this screen into Google and see a picture of what it looks like. But when you're cooking yam, after slicing it and peeling the outer skin off, and you cut it into the little chunks that you prefer, and you put it on the fire with water to boil, don't add salt. I repeat, don't add salt. Add salt when it is like soft, almost done. That is when to add salt, because when you add salt from the beginning, the yam will take longer to get done. Okay, well, that is the case with Nigerian yams. I don't know about the yams or in other places, because when I go and stay with my mom and I boil the yam that I buy over there in the US from the African store, it takes like 5 minutes to get done. So I don't know what they put in their yams or whatever. But if you're in Nigeria and you're cooking yams, add salt at the end. The next thing is beans. Okay, the kind of beans that we use here in Nigeria are the brown beans. They're not black-eyed peas, but they're peas, okay? But they're the brown ones, all right? And when you're cooking your beans, if you're a working mom in Nigeria or wherever it is and you use those brown beans, you know that they take a long time to get done. So my advice and what I have done to maintain my sanity is, instead of like sitting around in the morning and waiting for beans to get done for whoever it is that you're cooking it for, or you know, at whatever time you might be rushing to work, you might have a party to attend, you might have something to attend, it's always good to cook your beans way ahead of time. Like, if you're going to use the beans like in 2 days time, you can cook it like on a weekend when you're home and lounging and, you know, watching TV. Just put the beans on the fire, and of course don't add salt yet. Just let the beans cook, and cook when it is, you know, it could cook for like an hour, or it could cook for an hour and 30 minutes. When the beans is almost done, I'm sorry, my hands are over. When the beans is almost done, then you can add your onions and you can add salt if you want. If you don't want to, don't add anything until you're ready to actually use the beans. So what I do is I cook like a large quantity of beans at once. I don't add any salt, I don't add anything, it's just beans, and then I store it in the freezer. And when I store them in little chunks, so when I'm ready to use, I take out one chunk and I put it on the fire, and I add my pepper, I add my seasoning, I add my palm oil, whatever it is that I like to add, corn, plantain, yams, whatever that you'd like to add to your beans, and my beans, and then it's done in like what, 10 minutes, and you know, you have beans ready for anyone who cares to eat beans, because I like beans. They're really healthy, especially for those that are trying to lose weight. Okay, so the next is rice. Of course, the same goes as I said for beans. When you're cooking rice and you want the rice to be done like in in so fast, like maybe like 6 minutes or 7 minutes, don't add salt until it is almost done. Don't add anything. What I do, this is my special thing that I learned from my friend, is when the rice is almost done, when I'm boiling rice and it's almost done, I add I chop some onions, and then there's this seasoning called KNORR. I'm gonna spell it out. It's in the US. There's this seasoning called KNORR. It comes in cubes in Nigeria, and it's really nice. I add a little bit of KNORR depending on the amount of rice that I'm cooking. I add a bit of KNORR seasoning to the rice, and then I add salt. Believe me, there's no time that I've cooked rice like this that people, they don't even wait for the sauce. They can eat the rice like that because the rice is delicious on its own with the salt, with the KNORR and the onions. It gives it this nice, this janded taste. It gives it this tush taste, okay? You know, there's nobody that's eaten that rice that hasn't had something to say. They don't even need the sauce. Even if your sauce is rubbish, the rice is off the hook, okay? Now, another thing that I've also learned as a working mother and a cooking mother, or a woman that's very busy and has to cook, is when I want to buy meat, I go in the evenings. When I come back from work, I go to the market in the evenings. Now, this is strictly for my Nigerian women. This is a tip. Go to the market to buy meat in the evening, because those people that are selling the meat in the evening are ready to go home. So they're not really going to, you know, you can bargain, okay? If they say the meat is like this price, you can go low, because they don't want to take that meat home. They don't want to have to keep the meat overnight, or have to share it and eat it, or give it out or something. So they'll sell it at giveaway prices, so you can get huge chunks of meat, goat meat, cow meat, whatever kind of meat that it is, except chicken, of course, because chicken, except frozen chicken, because that is frozen. They just chuck it back into the freezer. But fresh meat, I'm telling you, just go home and wash it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fresh meat, trust me. I think that is it. If I have more tips, I will share this. Thank you so much for watching. These are my tips for now. If you need more tips, please let me know. If you don't understand anything I've said, comment, rate, and definitely please subscribe. Thank you.